Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In the last video we had just completed our first surface Duna mission after losing one of our shuttles and then taking the second shuttle and modding it in a sense by taking pieces from the Jolly Roger onto the shuttle and then landing on Duna and then taking pieces from the wreck of the shuttle. The first, oh my gosh, a lot. Whew, that's a lot. But we were able to rescue Iron and leave the surface of Duna headed back to the Jolly Roger. Thankfully this time around the Jolly Roger was working correctly. The Kraken had not ruined it a second time, because when the first time we went up there and tried to rendezvous with the Jolly Roger, the connection nodes weren't working, so we had to F9 it and try again. Once we transferred all the science over to the Jolly Roger, I wanted to modify the shuttle just a little bit more. I wanted to add another science storage container, but this time instead of sending a scientist and engineer down there, I was going to send a pilot down there. The idea was the pilot would be able to follow prograde and retrograde, and also, well, because of that, would be able to save some fuel. But I would later learn that it's kind of nice to have an engineer down there, even though we technically always need a scientist. Kind of nice to have an engineer down there. A pilot, other than flying, can't really do much after that. So after modifying the shuttle a little bit more, we would land back on Duna. However, I would find out really quick that there was a reason why I added winglets to the shuttles. I ended up burning a lot of fuel just to slow down enough for the parachutes to be able to deploy. Even though Duna's atmosphere is extremely thin, having some winglets would help. And of course, because it's our luck, we would land right in the middle of Big Rock Valley. Luckily, we've learned a lot of lessons from the first mission to Duna surface, and we would leave the robotic arms on the side of the ship. And kind of like an excavator, we dug ourselves out. From then on, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Although we started noticing that the science storage container was beginning to warp. I'm not sure about orbital construction, at least not in stock KSP. It's like when you build it in VAB, it has some sort of other coating that's different from orbital construction. But when you build something in orbit, it has a tendency to warp, which is really weird. But anyway, in the next stream, after completing some science and driving around a little bit, I decided to play around with the Parallax mod because I was running into so many rocks. I think the Parallax mod, well, I mean, I'm sure different regions have different whatever, but it's just so many dang rocks. There had to be some kind of balance that we could all agree on. There it goes. 9. Oh! 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 Ew! Oh! Ew! Ew! Oh my gosh! Ew! Bro, we're not going anywhere. What are you talking about? We're not going anywhere. And unfortunately, when I did find the balance, we ended up having rocks that would literally quantum glitch through the ground, and I was slamming into invisible stones. It was crazy. Oh my gosh! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the frick? Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell was that? Whoa! What was that? What was that? Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh! Are we hitting phantom forces? After all of that circus act, we launched back up to the Jolly Roger, where I started to modify the shuttle yet again. This time we would add the winglets, which I'm very glad I didn't get rid of. We would add the winglets back to the shuttle, but in such a pattern, in such a way that it could create a lot of drag on the way back down. This would prevent us from needing to ignite the engine and wasting fuel before our speeds finally came down to a safe enough speed for our parachutes to be activated. So in the next stream, we finish up modding the hell out of the shuttle. In this stream, I really take my time and make sure that the shuttle is as good as we can possibly get it with the allowed parts that we have available in orbit. I want this thing to act like a pancake on re-entry. So no dihedral design, no tilting the wing this, that, or the other thing. I just want it flat. And when we were done putting it all together, it actually looked really good. Jolly Roger wanted to be a part of this mission, so we came up with a name for our poor ugly duckling of a shuttle. Since the shuttle was a hodgepodge of parts from the Jolly Roger and also from the wreck of the first shuttle, he would lovingly name it
the Abomination.
So short from having hooves and horns, the shuttle actually came out quite nice. And as it stands, we're learning a lot on how to build shuttles specifically designed for Duna, so that when the Jolly Roger returns safely back to Kerbal, I mean, why wouldn't they return safely back to Kerbal, right? We will build new shuttles directly from the KSC that will mimic everything that we've learned from this hodgepodge abomination of a shuttle. After leaving Jolly Roger, the landing went beautifully. It slammed into the atmosphere like a pancake, slowed way, way, way down. It even got to the point where we really even didn't need to use our parachutes until the very last second. It had that much drag. And the fun part of it was that we landed right in the middle of a sandstorm. Oh, there's little specks! I see specks! Oh, look at the dirt! Look at the dirt! Jolly, are you gonna brave it, or do you want me to jump in? Do you want me to jump in the? Do you want me to jump in the thing? Or you gonna face it head on? You crazy son of a gun! I don't see nothing. I just see a little bit of dust. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna plant the flag back. A little bit of dust, a little bit of wind, that's all this is. Look at this. This is so cool. I tell you, Blackrock is something else, man. Jolly, what are you doing, Jolly? I'm gonna face it head on. I don't even think we've hit. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at this storm. I'm taking pictures, man. Oh, oh my goodness. Jolly, I'm getting kind of scared. I'm getting kind of scared, man. Oh, wow. We're already in the thick of it. Look at Jolly. He's just happy. He's happier than a tornado going through a trailer park. Did we get everything? Hold on. Iron. I know. Iron. Buddy, I know there's a storm outside, but I'm asking you. Can you please go out there and do your job and get the science? Iron. Could you please go out there and get the science? All right, Iron. Look. Iron, are you listening to me right now? Good job, Iron. I knew I could. What are you doing? Iron, what are you? Wait, what? I can still see you. Iron. Hiding behind the console's not gonna help you, Iron. Of course, Jolly being Jolly, he was loving it. Iron, our scientist Iron, not so much. It took some convincing for him to get out into the sandstorm and do science. But of course, after the fun was all said and done, and we had collected the science that we needed, it'd be time to head back to the Jolly Roger again. On Friday's stream, we would encounter yet another sandstorm, which I really love about the Blackrock mod. If you guys have a chance, go on his Patreon. Give him the $5. It's the best $5 you ever spent. I'm telling you, this stuff is insane. We would then launch back to the Jolly Roger, dock with it. We would adjust some of the struts, try to make it look more equalized. But this time, instead of bringing a pilot, we would bring our engineer and scientist. Yes, they didn't have any piloting experience, but that wasn't really that much of an issue. Our next landing would be near the North Pole. We would try to get two different biomes that are right next to each other. One in the crater and one just outside of it. I think it's like the Polar Highlands or something like that. Interestingly enough, at the Polar Highlands, there wasn't a whole lot of rock. So we were booking. We were doing 20-30 meters per second, and I wasn't too afraid about running into anything. There were a few scares, but for the most part, it went by really good. Whee! We're fine. And a couple of rocks, picked up a few blueberries, and called it a stream. On Saturday's stream, nothing really eventful happened. I think this is like our 4th Duna surface mission, so at this point we're getting really good at it. The only thing I could say that was kind of a scare was the initial landing. We didn't have a pilot in this mission. We decided to go ahead and bring down the scientist and engineer. Luckily, we have a probe core which allows us to maintain stability assist, but that's about it. We have nothing to... I know! Oh, go! Oh, she's fighting me. Oh, she's fighting me. Hold on, where are we? Oh no, how'd that happen? Give us some juice! Give us some juice! Fudge, man. Golly. Oh, give it! Open the bays. Create as much drag as possible. Drag. Give me all the drag. More drag. More dots. Now heal me. 3, 2, 1. Now.
40, 30, 20, 10.
And flip over. Gears out.
Return.
Sadly, I would find out that throughout the entire stream as well, OBS had done an update and now it's not talking with Streamlabs. So every time somebody uses Super Chat, it never popped up with the cool little sound and everything, which I'm gonna hopefully remedy, but technologic. After we gathered all the science from the 2 biomes that we were looking at getting, I prepared the craft for launch, only to find out that a freaking 20-degree slope isn't the best idea to do this. Here we go. I'm okay. Ooh. I don't think this is smart. I don't think this is smart. Oh my god. We're good. So we ended up moving up a little bit, burned some fuel, but that's fine, we got plenty. But we ran out of time in order to launch back to the Jolly Roger, so that's gonna have to be in the next stream. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of this channel. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like. And if you loved what you saw, consider subscribing. We also have a membership program. If you become a member, you get cool emojis and stuff, badges and whatnot next to your name. Pretty cool, check it out. But anyway, I think this week is gonna be a little different. We're gonna try some new things. However, I do have some emergencies that I need to take care of, so we'll see. Love you all, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next stream or video. Bye for now. Bye-bye.